Welcome back, everyone. Today we're talking about everyone's favorite altcoin, Cardano. Remember how everyone said this thing was going to go to $10? Well, here we are sitting at 30 cents or 31 cents to be exact, but a lot of altcoins have done it. But this is a coin that a lot of people love. I think a lot of people have left it because they've lost faith in it. But this is always a good reminder if you're still in the bear market right now to always remember these are just strictly risk assets that people make their money and they go. They never say it. You'll never hear them on YouTube. They're the whales. They're the quiet money. They're the smart money. And they just buy this stuff to make their profit and they move it into property and other things that they want to do. So always keep that in mind whenever you look at any crypto. Don't worry about the project. Don't worry about what Charles is doing or whatever. Just strictly look at them as a financial instrument for you to make money. That's all these cryptos are. That's all they are to me, and I don't have any attachment to their project whatsoever, because this bear market is a solid reminder of that. So let's look at Cardano. In this video, I'm going to do analysis on Cardano, ADA against its USDT pairing, and I'm going to do its pairing against ETH and Bitcoin to see its relative strength, because Cardano actually just had its breakout and now it just needs a little bit more support to really get it to higher ground. This could be a potential really good long trade as we start to recover from the collapse that FTX was. If you want to see more altcoin reviews in an honest format using Gann and Wyckoff analysis, subscribe to my channel, and once a week I cover the market update. But let's get through to Cardano. So here we go, Cardano having the big fall in November. This is basically your FTX days. You will see a lot of cryptos that just had this massive dump. Cardano actually did quite well because on the day, if you have a look here, you will see the day after the FTX collapse, Cardano actually pushed up on high volume, really good volume. Cardano actually had a little bit of reversal. So here we go, there's your FTX day right here. So there it is, down day, what is that? That's a 14% decrease in the day. The next day we have an increase of 16%. So we actually did very, very well the next day. Problem is we just couldn't keep up the momentum and Cardano ended up falling eventually. So this is what can happen in trading, guys. You have a really good reversal, so you go down, the next day you go up, and then you just can't get the support and the momentum and you eventually just crash and burn. And what is support now becomes resistance at around that 31 cent mark, which is currently where we're at. We'll get more on that in a second. But Cardano, ultimately, like a lot of altcoins, nothing against Cardano, does fall down, goes below 30 cents, and we start going down. Now, what do we notice in using our Wyckoff analysis? We start to notice, even though it's Christmas time, we start to notice decrease in volume, decrease in selling, which means the selling pressure is completed. There's no more people selling the Cardano. Now it's time for higher prices. It just comes down to supply and demand. So here we go, no supply of Cardano, no supply of Cardano, no supply of Cardano, no supply of Cardano. You can just see, even though the volume is quite high, we're only going down about not even 5% on the 20th of December, 29th of December. We're not going down much at all, even though we have increased average of our 30 days in volume. We still do have a very, very low spread, which means the price is not going down much despite there being a lot of volume. So a really good way to use Wyckoff analysis, if you're into that sort of thing, or the way I use it, is strength is found on those red days when you're seeing high volume, low spreads, or low volume, low spreads. But if it's a down day, it needs to be on a low spread, generally speaking. And that's what we have with Cardano. And if you watch my market update video from last week, I actually looked at Cardano and said this was looking quite good. I'll link that at the top here. But ADA eventually did have low demand, but this is when the trend started to turn. So we basically had our phase when we were going down, but then our trend started to turn and we had consecutive up days consecutively. And then ultimately, as we're going up, and this is when I knew Cardano was going to be in a good trade, was when we started to go up and we started to have low volume as we're going up on red days. So here it is, low volume as we're going up, low volume as we're going up. So we're going up, guys. We're going up, even though it's low on green volume, on up volume, okay, for the early stages of January and late December, we're still having those very low selling red days, which is very bullish. Then we start to go up in volume, and now what do we have? We have our pullback on a test of supply. That's why I wanted to do this video actually out there today, because this is a perfect case. If we can close the day in another 12 hours and 45 cents and actually rest on this bottom from the high volume day, which was the FTX collapse, at around that 31.5 cent mark, call it. So that's literally this line right here, where that right there, okay? If we can go and we can find support on there, which is actually what we're doing at the moment, right here is our daily candle, then we can close the day with a beautiful support at around that 31.5 cents. That's an entry. Stop loss underneath the breakout bar, which your breakout bar is actually this one here on high volume. You could even say this one too if you really wanted to, but your stop loss would be quite aggressive in my opinion. But that's a good entry, and there you go. Profit targets. Profit targets, this is a bear market. You can't get too greedy with your profit targets. You will get burnt, okay? Lord knows I have been burnt many times last year because I got too greedy with my profit targets. So if we look at profit target number one, that would probably be around here, at around that, call it 35 cent mark almost. Next area would be profit target number two, right around there. And then we have our 50% sitting at around that, call it 45 cents. So again, really good profit targets from there. Profit targets again, 34 cents, almost 35 cents, 10% increase. If it gets get to 42 cents almost, or 41.5 cents, 33%, 50% coming in at 45 cents. So some really good profit targets to be had there. If it can get there, we'll have to wait and see. Again, bear market, can't get too greedy. Anywhere between 5 to 30% is really, really good for a bear market. Shorting, probably not. If we look at the weekly for Cardano, it really did close the last week very, very strong. And that's when this did appear on my map because of the low open, high close. You can see just a full body candle right there. Really, really bullish when you see something like that for a short-term trade. There it is right there. Look at that full body. There is no wicks at all on the up or the down, which means that all that supply just got bought back up by the strong demand that ADA had, and prices are increasing from here. What don't we want to see from Cardano if I go back to the daily? Well, if we go back to the daily, we don't want to see Cardano breaking past, like I said, its breakout bars. So breakout bars would be right here and right here. So I'll put them in red, basically. So that would be these right here. Those two ones are important. You don't want your breakout bars to be basically dwindling. And of course, we want to find support, like I said, on those FTX days at around that 31 cent mark. Call it's pretty much dead even, 31 cents. Now let's have a look at Cardano against its ETH value. So if you're familiar with my channel, you've been watching me for a little while, you know I like to ping my values of my altcoins to Ethereum because Ethereum is a beast. Everything here, guys, is pinged to their ETH value, and you can see how much can't keep a candle to ETH in the long term. Look how many of these fall to ETH in the long term. And these are changing. They're changing every second. So it's not to say if it's green, it can't be red, and if it's red, it can't be green. But if you're having a short-term trade, it's a really, really easy tool just to ping your values. Use CoinGecko, CoinMarketCap. I like CoinCodex because it gives me a lot of time frames, and it's quite a good website, to be honest. And you can see I just ping them to its ETH value right here in the corner. Okay, I just ping them to ETH, and I customize my settings to give me more larger time frames. I'm not too concerned with the long time frames because I'm not going to hodl these alts, but I'm really interested in the 24, 7 days, 1 month, and 3 month change, but particularly these three because these are shorter term time frames, and I want my 7 days, 24 hours, and 1 month to be really good against ETH. So if we have a look at Cardano, which is actually ranked number 8, you can see in the last 7 days outperformed ETH by 11% or 11.5%, which is quite good. And the 1 month and 24 hours, you can see we're actually in single digits. So Cardano's had to make up ground against Ethereum, and I can show that with a chart. So if we have a look at the chart against its ETH value, so this is Cardano against its ETH value, you will see, here we go, there's our June support, or our May support in this case, which was a significant area of the support. Cardano ended up rallying against ETH, calmed down, and again, we did break that significant support. Spend a little bit of time here, there's your down wedge, and then we broke out of the down wedge, pushed it, there's your resistance right there on the 7th of Jan. But again, what did I say about low red days? It's a sign of strength. You can see there's your red day, low volume, and there you go. The next day you get the breakouts consecutively. And we've had 2 good, or 3 basically, I would call it 2. There's your first day, there's your second day of a continuous good volume up days against its ETH value, and we get the pullback. That's why it's such a good day to get into Cardano if it holds up, and there's you're getting on the pullback on an otherwise upwards trend for your short-term time frame. I would not be hodling this. This isn't a coin to hold for the long term, and none of these alts are except for Bitcoin and ETH, and I've been saying that for quite a long time on my channel. If we have a look at Cardano against its BTC value, so here we go against its BTC value, you can see there it is coming down strong, so 50%, and you can see almost dead on, pretty much right there, resistance at the 50% right there, and coming back down again. There's your pullback, there's your breakout bars. If we can start hovering around here, that's okay, and then we can start having another attempt at this 50% against this BTC value. We don't want this breakout bar to be invalid and we start breaking through it. That's a sign of weakness. But just remember, it is a bear market, so anything can happen. Always have your protocols and your risk analysis in place, otherwise known as a stop loss. So make sure you have those ready to go in case the trade does not work out for you. Again, not hodling ADA, not hodling any altcoins, only hodling ETH and BTC, especially if you can stake them and get some good rewards. If trading is too complex for you, which is completely fine, it's nothing to be ashamed of if chart analysis is too difficult for you. Bitcoin, ETH, enjoy your life, take it easy, and I promise you in 3, 4, 5 years, you'll be very, very happy you stocked up on Bitcoin and ETH. Maybe Cardano, but we don't know, hence comes down to your risk management as you come to see it. But I digress, not financial advice. I'm going to link my market update video, which I think you should check out because I called it pretty well on that one. And again, if you want to see more altcoin reviews in an honest format using Gann and Wyckoff analysis, subscribe to the channel, notification bell, and make sure you leave a like button if you found this content helpful. But until then, everyone, I will catch you on the next video.